Ball teed up, Logan Cook after the kick. And here we go from LA. Returning it from the 4. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. First carry here for the rookie out of Penn State. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Stopped by Wk18. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back-to-back carries here. Has a hole left, room to run. Works the sideline inside the 35. And he's all the way down to the 10-yard line. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off. But don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon and give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
Going to the ground again on first. And he made a bid for it. It's a good gain. It's stopped down at the 3. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Another carry for him. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Back to the well again. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
On comes Joshua Carty and the Rams field goal unit to try it on 4th down. Angling this one in from the right hash to challenge here. Slide's kick is up and good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Return starts from the goal line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They go play action here. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. couldn't find Brian Thomas Jr. on that throw. And that'll bring up second down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Second and 10 now. And that one's incomplete.
I think you're seeing why they like this guy in coverage, man. He reacts well to throws and is so adept in breaking up passes right through contact or before they ever reach the target.
Throwing on third and long. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And that brings up fourth and long. The Jaguars into punt formation. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. Begins his return at the 16. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And the Rams will take possession. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Slot man motioned over. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on first down. That brings up second and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Sending the tight end in motion left. Able to find Nakua here. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up third down and 2.
Third and just 2 to go. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, first and 10. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw. I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Here's a throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. time, well, that's not what he has. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
They're on the 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Right up the gut. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Tyson Campbell on the tackle. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter.
Time for the second quarter of play. It's Rams football. They have second down behind the sticks. He'll look to throw. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And he got this close to midfield before going out. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. A tight end in motion now. They'll throw on first. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
After the sack, another pass on second down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars take over on his 5th interception of the season.
That is just a big-time individual effort, Kate, defensively. First, he takes the ball away, and then he's looking for points, right? He turns from defense to offense, and one more move, and he might have broken it to the house.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. They go play action on first. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's second down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
And he gets this forward to the 19. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
First down from the red zone. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Escapes the pocket. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football. Picked up by the Rams.
Kate, did those sidelines get loud or what? It was practically in unison. Everybody shouting to jump on top of that one. We just needed an official signal if it was 6 points or a touchback. And fortunately for them, well, it was a touchback.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Gets everything he had. He intercepts the pass. Picked off by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars get it back on his 6th interception of the season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Pass complete. That's Devin Duvernay. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Rolling left, buying some time. He tucks it and takes off. Bouncing football. Picked up by the Rams.
There are so many fundamental details to play the quarterback position, especially in the pocket. But you get loose, you make a nice little run, you get in the open field, you gotta have the fundamentals to tuck that ball away. QB doesn't, defender knocks it out. Huge turn of events.
They'll run here on first down. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Big shot to begin the drive. Has him up beyond the 40. Man in motion, out of the slot. First down, and they go right back to him. Has another lane. Past the 25. And he gets this all the way inside the red zone, down at the 19. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
From the red zone now. On the move, headed right. He's running with it. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
He's brought in at the 15-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Rams would take the lead with a score. 2nd and 6 coming up here. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I wish everybody had the opportunity to feel how fast that decision is made. With that RPO, it is a split second. And when you make the incorrect read, well, the play's busted up before it ever has a chance to start.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time. Even the best kickers on earth, they'll miss one every once in a while, and it stinks. I guarantee you he wants that one back. But all he can do now is push forward. Short memory, best kickers always have, and convert the next time around.
Another turnover. This time it's an interception. Kobe Durant has it. And the Rams take over on his 5th interception of the season. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
Back now, pressure on its way. Dumps it off to his running back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Every once in a while, sure, a pass, it can go for a negative yard. But lose that much? I promise you, that call will never come up on the call sheet again.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. And they send a man in motion. Here we go, second and very long. He puts some juice. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars have it as he records his 7th interception of the season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought the defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
And they had that one contained right at the line. Jeremy Chin there on the stop. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. He's going to throw this one. He puts some power on a deep one left. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
The trajectory of that ball changes while it's in flight. I'll tell you this, Kate, on shorter throws, these receivers are so good to adjust, can still bring it in. But over a long distance, a tip like that alters the course of the ball, and it sure makes it tough to adjust in time.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. 65 yards on the punt there. And they'll take over with minimal time remaining in the half. "19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. He'll throw it. Has it downfield working the left. And he works this to the 38 before going down. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Something's got to be the difference maker here in half number 2. We'll see what it is as we're off and running once again. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. Forced out to his right. He's on the move. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
First and 10 from the 41. Back to throw. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jeremy Chin has got it. And the Rams take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, Brock, it was an absolute battle in the first half as they played to a tie, heading into the locker rooms. And already we have the first big play of half number 2 with that INT.
Yeah, not just the first big play, but maybe the first separating play here, Kate. There's always a moment in the second half, especially where one of these teams makes the play, right? That one that we're going to circle and look back to as the defining play of the half. We may just have witnessed it right there.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They give it to him again. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And in a rarity today, he stopped at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Running back sent in motion. They'll throw on 3rd and long. Gets this one to Andrews. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it. He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Ryan Thomas Jr., his intended target. And it sets up 2nd down.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. As soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Third and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
And that one comes down at the 2 before bouncing into the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They motion the tight end over. To throw it on 1st down. Fits it through the middle. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's 1st down. Here's the handoff. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Darnell Savage brings that to an end. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8. Dropping back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Good blocking on the return. He gets 23 out of it. And it'll be Jaguars football. They're out and set. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you are on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just sling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
Another try following the sack. The throw finds Evan Ingram. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him. altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Throwing from the gun here. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
He has it at the 22. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. So no return on that punt. And it'll be their football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Setting up a throw. And they pick him off again. And the Jaguars have the football at what looks to be the 37-yard line.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
Throwing this back in the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
And that is teaching tape right there, Kate, for why you never, ever give up on a play. Looked like a certain touchdown grab until he comes in and knocks the ball free right at the last moment.
Second and 10 now. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. This one misses the tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. They're going play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Pass complete to Duvernay. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Escapes a defender. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now it's 2nd down.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
The Rams get to him, and he's dropped. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this 3rd down a near impossibility.
Space to the left. And he's finally brought down at the 9. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
He's on the move. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
On 2nd and 9. Cut near the goal line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
He's back to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jeremy Chin has got it. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. He's dropping back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Rams want to end it in regulation if they can. Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
The first carry now for Kyron Williams. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
To throw. Has him on the quick hitter. Has some daylight through the 40. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And it brings up an LA first down. They send the tight end in motion. Now to throw. Put the body on the line for his team. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And the Rams are going to have a first down. Here he is to throw. Finds his back, Kyron Williams. And he's able to get this down to the 36. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Man, this has been such a great game. Nobody is ready for it to end just yet. After 4 quarters, we're headed to overtime. So as we go through this coin toss, Brock, I'm sure most of our fans know it, but this is something that can decide the game. If the team who gets it first scores a touchdown, the game is over. But if they only kick a field goal, their opponent gets it with a shot to win or tie. And if we play beyond those 2 possessions, the next score would then win. And hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. First throw of overtime now. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Couldn't find Brian Thomas Jr. on that throw. And it's going to be 2nd down. Pass play now. Taking a deep shot here. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he can take the lid off a defense at any time.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And this one does not go far.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Pass play on 1st and 10. 5. This time they're going to get there and they drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
That's incomplete left side. No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down. Throwing now. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Big moment here in overtime. 4th down, and the offense is out there. Looking to throw it. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen at one of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Now looking to throw. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. He was looking for Mark Andrews. So that brings them to 3rd down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. and especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Jaguars are going to take over from deep in their own side. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to the air here. He juices one incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face 2nd down. They're throwing it. That's taken in by ETN. And he has it up to the 9-yard line before going down.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. They kick the running back in motion. Throwing on 3rd and long. He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. Well, this has been one of the big stories of the game, partner. He has been sacked over